Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to talk about Bigby's presents Glory of the Giant. So, it's really interesting. First of all, just want to talk about Hasbro being a real company, right? Like, and they get so much flack and so much pushback, but here we are. This is 2023. And we're getting our third or fourth book of the year, and we have at least two more dropping this year. There is an astounding amount of production happening. And this is not the case on other companies. Other companies are struggling massively to even marginally do the same thing. I just listened to Matt Colville and Where Evil Lives, right? And it was a 9-minute video where he begs to print a book they have in PDF, right? Like, and I'm like, what? And he's like, so the way we make games is we Kickstarter them. Oh, but we just left Kickstarter. Now we're a backer kit, right? And they're like, which is a brand new platform for us. Like, printing books is like a big ordeal for them, right? And it's challenging for Hasbro, but when they go and they say, hey, they're looking next year, they're like, we need millions of new PHBs and DMGs. And they're sitting down with power, right? Whereas Matthew Colville has made a book. The book overflowed into another book, which they made into a PDF, but they don't have the money to print it. And they're like, you will determine if our book gets printed if you go on to BackerKit and give us $150,000. And if you bought the other book, you get a $30 discount on this one. And you're like, what? It is so complicated and so sad-making. And you're like, Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro just handle their business, right? And they put on their big girl pants, and they don't have to beg to print every single one of their books. They don't have to wonder if each one of their books is going to be a PDF or a real book. It's like Pinocchio land over at Matthew Colville, right? It's shameful, right? It's just, and he's one of the top, and his company actually pays real people real sums of money. I don't think they have a brick and mortar. Who has a brick and mortar left, right? Paizo just shut theirs down. It's astounding, right? So the existence of this book is a massive win for Dungeons & Dragons, and it's being celebrated across the internet. There are thousands of videos saying, hey, check it out, new D&D canon hardback, the ones that matter, right? And what really, 5 out of 5-star book, I am thrilled with this book. And I'm in my digital celebration, and soon I'll have the hardback. But it takes the edge off. I was like, oh, when's that thing going to arrive? But now I can read it, and it is really nice. And the book is huge. 70 stat blocks. 70 stat blocks. That is incredible, right? Just absolutely incredible, right? And it's scions of the giants, all types of new giants, ways that medium-sized characters can have the power of giants and can get some of their flair. The new giant foundling background is absolutely fantastic. The Rune Shaper background is really incredible. And I think one of the things that this book shows me is just when you look at a D&D canon hardback, right, what you're getting is those stat blocks are huge, right? They contain lore in a mechanical manner, right? But then there is lore that is so esoteric, so abstract, that it cannot be pressed into a stat block, right? However, but the religion of these giants, the equipment of these giants, the behaviors of these giants, this is a second monster manual that is just giant specific, which is incredible because it points to this beautiful future of how many more, and really this is Dungeons & Dragons saying giants are at the level of dragons, right? It's not Dungeons & Dragons and Giants, right? Not literally, but technically it is. And right now, giants are better defined in Dungeons & Dragons than dragons, which is incredible, right? Because the execution on this book is so high. These stat blocks are a really big deal. And what it looks at, it's like, here's your technical play material. and here's your abstract esoteric inspiration as a dungeon master. And this is a phenomenal book. I'm extremely excited to see it come out. And it really changes the shape of the core rulebooks, because this is really an extension of a core rulebook. It is truly like you could just put half this book directly into the monster manual and it would fit. It's incredible. And I am extremely excited to see how all this is going to continue to roll out and how this is being done. Very, very exciting. I'm extremely excited to have Bigby's Presents Glory of the Giants. Did you buy this? What do you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.